Hey guys, my name is Nate. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're talking about what are true expenses and how can they relate to you using them within the YNAB system. So if this is your first time with us, consider liking the video down below and also hitting the subscribe button. That way you get all of our future videos. So, true expenses. What is that and how do we employ it with YNAB? So true expenses are those expenses that you know are coming, and they're usually ones that aren't your immediate monthly obligations, and they are something that basically you need to save up for. That way you know when they're coming, right? So some of these are very concrete, right? So they could be, some examples are, you pay your car insurance on an annual basis, or you pay maybe on a semi-annual basis. Basically within YNAB, what you're going to do is you're going to set a line item in your budget that's going to say, auto insurance, and you're going to know, and you can either set a goal, that's one way to do it, or you can just put down in the notes and say, hey, within 6 months, I have to pay this, and it's going to be, let's say, $800. And therefore, you go back and you, every single month, every single paycheck, when you're budgeting your money from the top down, that's where you're going to put that, $100 a month roughly to get there, in order to, that way when it comes to it and that expense, all you're going to do is immediately go in and that expense is going to come in. You're going to have that money already budgeted away. You're going to click it and then you're going to move on and repeat the process. So that's kind of one way when you know the exact amount that it's going to be every 6 months, annually, quarterly, anything that's beyond that, usually month to month scale. The other way that it is very helpful, and probably even more helpful, is kind of budgeting for those expenses that you don't know when it's going to happen. Now, sometimes this is just kind of clothing. Maybe you don't necessarily buy clothes every week or every month, but you need to know that there's going to be certain chunks of time that you're going to buy clothes, or you just want to be able to have some money in there for when it comes time to buy clothes. Or another thing could be maybe such things as, car repairs. We kind of talked about car insurance. Well, you kind of know what that's going to be. Well, you don't know when, outside of things like oil changes and maybe, rotating your tires, you don't know when that true, possible emergency is going to happen. Now, if it's something that's catastrophic and it's emergency, that's why you have an emergency fund that you should either already have or you should be establishing. If it is something that's smaller, let's say it's, hey, maybe your tires are just wearing out and you're not exactly sure when you're going to need them, but you're going to need new tires, it's going to come. Hey, that's something that you can save up for and kind of just put that money in. Another one is, and this is almost more along with the first one, is Christmas. Christmas is a big one as well. That one you actually know when it's going to happen, and you can actually save up, starting on January 1st. At the time of this video recording, we're already about 2 weeks into the new year 2021. And therefore, I've already put my first two, pots of money, put it away, my deposits into my Christmas fund for, Christmas 2021, 12 months from now. Some other good ones that you consider are maybe, vet bills for your dog. You're not sure how often they're going to go to the vet, or maybe just doctor bills for your family. Those are both ways that you can have some money set aside, but you're not going to know the true expense until it happens. But when it does happen, you already have money setting aside. So this, like I said, this is what they call Rule 2 in YNAB. It's one of the 4 rules that they kind of live by. And so if you're interested, I made a video that goes through all 4 rules kind of together and kind of talks about the YNAB software as a whole. So you can check that video out right over here. Once again, make sure you hit that like button if you got value out of today's video, and we'll see you over in that video.